Hi, I'm Sherry here at the Little Beading Closet. Let me introduce the Flora Medallion Pendant. It has a nice beaded edge and a thin feel about it with the beautiful Rivoli center, and you'll also learn how to make the bail here at the top. Let's go ahead and look at the supplies. Starting off here in the center, you will need a 14mm Rivoli, 3 sizes of seed beads, a size 15, a size 11, and a size 8, and a total of 5 4mm pearls. You can use 5.5 feet of fire line to complete the project, or break it up into smaller parts and add along the way. And I'm also using a size 12 beading needle. Start with all 5 pearls, some size 11 seed beads, and size 8 seed beads. First, we're going to make a right angle weave unit using size 11 and size 8 seed beads. Bring them down near the end of your thread and needle back through the 4 beads you just put on. Come back through the very first one, pulling that into the right angle weave unit. Since this is your very first unit, retrace that one time. Let's make it nice and secure to start with. Just coming back through the beads until your working thread and tail are together, adding a knot. I knot mine 2 times and then just feed my tail through the next size 8 along with my working thread. There's no reason to keep the tail thread, so I'm going to go ahead and trim it off. Next, pick up 2 of the size 11 seed beads, your 4mm pearl, and 2 more size 11 seed beads, and needle back through the 8. Come through the 11 on the right angle weave unit, and through the 8 on the opposite side. Now I'm just going to turn this in my hand, pick up 2 more 11s, and come through the pearl. So the pearl sits more on top of this right angle weave section now. 2 more size 11s, coming back through the 8. Needle through the 2 11s and through the pearl. Now you'll be exiting the pearl, picking up 2 11s, the 8, and 2 more 11s. Come back through the pearl, and those will sit on top, mimicking the look at the bottom. Again, pick up 2 11s, 1 8, and 2 11s, and needle back through the pearl, giving you a double layer here at the top. We're going to retrace the beads that we just added. So come through the 11s, the 8, and the next 2 11s. We're going to fill this gap right here between this set of 2 11s and this set with 1 more. Pulling it into place. Step through the 8 at the bottom. And then come up this pair of 11s. Again, add 1 more 11, coming through the next 2. I'll needle through the 8 and make sure you pull everything tightly around your pearl. We just need to do the same thing on this side of the pearl. First, we're going to make a right angle weave at the top, Picking up 111, needle through the 8, and one more 11, coming back through the 8 where you started. See how that gives you the right angle weave here at the top, and then come back through 111 and 1/8. Now you're on the other side of the pearl, and you'll be placing the 11s here to fill the gaps, coming through 2 11s, adding one more 11 through the next 2, needling through the 8 and down through the 2 11s, and just one more to fill this gap right here, coming through the next 2 11s, and you can step through the 8. So now we have the pearl enclosed with the seed beads around it on both sides, and a right angle weave section on this end, and one on this end. Next, we're going to add a unit of cubic right angle weave here on the end, and don't worry if you've never done this, it's super simple, especially with the 3 2 2 1 method. You want to go ahead and put out 3 size 8 seed beads, 1 8 and 1 11, 2 8s and 1 11. You're exiting the size 8 here on the end, and you pick up the first row here of 3 size 8s and needle back through the 8 that your thread is exiting. You're going to have 1 unit of right angle weave here on the end, and then you need to turn your piece to the side, step through the size 11. Now we'll pick up the size 8 and the size 11, needle through the 8 here, adding 1 more unit of right angle weave, and also come through the 11 here at the base where you started. We're going to turn it in our hand one more time here to the other side of the pearl and step through the 8, this time picking up the 2 size 8s and needling through the 8 here, pulling those into another right angle weave section, and come through the 8 here at the base by the pearl. Turn it in your hand for the side, stepping through the 11. You can probably see that we have 3 of the beads that we need for a right angle weave. Here's the last one. Needle through this 8 here, pick up the last 11 and come through the 8 up here, forming another right angle weave section. Step through the 11 here at the base by the pearl. Congratulations, you just added a cubic right angle weave section here on the end. Step up the 8. And you can hold it so you see the very end. You have the 4 beads that make up a right angle weave section. And we're going to go through all of them one time because they're not technically connected together yet. So that's what we're going to do. I count to 5. So I go through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here we are. We're going to be making another pearl unit. Come into the size 8, pick up 2 11s, the pearl and 2 11s, and come back through the 8. Turn it on the side, needle through the 11, turn it one more time, and come through the 8, picking up 2 size 11s, needle through the purl, 2 more 11s, come back through your 8, needle through the 2 11s, and then come back through the purl, 2 11s, 1 8 and 2 11s, coming back through the purl, repeating that again, 2 11s and 8 and 2 11s, coming back through your purl, giving you the double layer of beads at the top. Retrace the beads that you just added. Picking up 1 11 to fill the gap, coming through the next 2. And then needling through the 8, coming up 2 more 11s, and filling the gap with 1 more size 11. And needle through the 8 on the end. Now we're going to connect those 2 sides together, just like before, with a unit of right angle weave, picking up 1 11, needle through the other 8, 1 more 11, coming back through the 8. So you have the unit of right angle weave here. Step through your 11. We're going to be working on this side here where we need to fill in the gaps. Come through the 8, through 2 11s, adding the single 11 and coming through the 2 after it. Stepping through the 8. Coming up the 2 11s, adding 1 more through the next 2 11s, and stepping through the 8 on the end. Again, we're going to make a cubic right angle weave section here on the end using the 3 2 2 1 method, picking up 3 size 8 seed beads, coming back through the 8 that your thread is exiting, and making a right angle weave section. I'm going to step through the 11, picking up 1 8 and 1 11, come back through your 8, making another right angle weave section, and step through the 11, turning it again. You have to come into the 8 here, picking up 2 more 8s, come through the 8, making another right angle weave, step back through the 8 closest to the purl, turning it in my hand and coming through the 11, needling up 1 8, adding 1 11, coming down the next 8, and back through the 11 closest to the purl. Again, we have a right angle weave section, come up the 8, and here on the end we're going to connect these 4 beads by coming through 5 times, 1 2 3, 4, and 5. Now you can continue working until you have the next 3 pearls added. And then we'll work on the last cubic right angle weave section together. Once you finish all 5 pearl sections, you'll be down here at the end, ready to work on the last section of cubic right angle weave. This time, please come into one of the size 11 seed beads to start. And this is where we're going to actually encapsulate our Rivoli. The way it works is there's a little gap formed between the seed beads on the front of the pearl on the back. And we get the Rivoli kind of lined up right between all of them, working our way around and holding it in at the same time. We just need to add our last section of cubic right angle weave now. We have the size 11 here and the size 11 here that we're going to be working with. We're going to pick up one size 8 and needle it through the size 11 from this one, pulling our sections together. One more size 8, coming back through the 11 where we started, pulling that tight, coming through one size 8 here, and through the size 8 on the end of the pearl, picking up one more size 8, coming through the 8 on the end of this pearl, just want to pull that as tight as you can. We're going to come back through the 8 and then come up the 8 towards the outside edge. Now we're going to do the top section coming through the 11. Picking up one more 8, needling down this 11 here, pulling them together as tight as you can, and coming back through the 8 here. We'll have to do the back, so needle through the 11. Here we just need to connect the 4 size 8s coming through them. We didn't use all the beads because we already had some on the ends. And now we're going to be switching to size 15 seed beads. Come through 1 8 and 1 11. And pick up 4 of the size 15s. And you're going to needle through the 11 and 8. So come through your 11 and 8. Follow along the outside size 11s. Come up 1 8 and 1 11. Again, pick up 4 size 15s and needle through 1 11 and the 8. I'm going to repeat that all the way around the inside. So come along the outside edge of 11s. Coming up 1 8 and 1 11. Picking up 4 15s and come through the 11 and 8. We'll repeat the loops of 4 seed beads on these next 2 sections. Just needle around and adding the 4/15s above the unit of right angle weave. And the last 4/15s here in the center, coming back down the 11 and 8. Now you need to do the same thing on the front. So we're exiting the 8, come through the 11, come up 1 8 and 1 11, and add 4 size 15 seed beads above every section of right angle weave on the front side also. Just needle around. Continue adding the 4 size 15 seed beads coming through the 11 and 8. And complete on the other 3. Just going to add the last 4/15s here in the center, coming through the 11 and 8. And that really holds your Rivoli right in place. Then use this right angle weave section here to kind of secure the thread at this point. We'll come through the 11 and 8, 11, and back through the 8. For the outside perimeter, we're going to pick up 3 size 15 seed beads and needle through all the 11s. Exit the 11. Again, you need 3 size 15 seed beads. This time come through the 8. And then 3 size 15 seed beads. Needle through all the 11s along the purl. Just continue all the way around the outside perimeter, adding the last 3/15s through the 8, completing the front. You want to add the same perimeter of 3/15s on the back, needling through the 11. And to step through the 8 and repeat the same process on the back side, adding 3/15s, needling through the 11s along the purl, exiting all the 11s, and then 3/15s through the 8. And continue adding your 3/15s along this outside edge to complete the back edge. Just adding the last 3/15s, I'll needle through the 8, and then I'll follow this bead path along the edge until I come to the next unit of right angle weave, exiting the 8 on this unit of right angle weave. And now we're to the point where we can attach a bail. I'm going to show you how to make this cute little one here. You will need the size 11 seed beads and a few size 8s. Exiting the size 8 here at one of the right angle weave sections, you'll pick up a 111, 18, and 111 and needle back through the 8, forming a new unit of right angle weave, and retrace this one. You always want the bail to be nice and tight Just come back through all your beads and going through all of them one more time. And come back up. Step through and exit the size 8 on top. Pick up one more 11, 8, and 11. Needle back through the 8 that your thread is exiting, forming another unit of right angle weave, and retrace this one, coming through the beads, and back around the 3 here. Using one size 11 seed bead, come through the next size 11, we're going to come back through the 8 and 11, and then fill this little gap here with one more size 11 and step back through your 8, and then pick up 2 11s and needle back through the 8, getting those on top, and needle back up 1. I used 10 pairs of the size 11 seed beads for my bail. If you want yours longer, you can always use more. Even when I add the second set, I come through the 8 and then needle up the 2 11s. Now every time I pick up 2, I'll come down 1 11 and then come through the 2 11s on the other side and pulling that tightly together. And I'll continue that until I have 10 pairs. After adding the 10 pairs of size 11 seed beads, I'm going to pick up one size 8 and come down 2 of my 11s and then needle through the 2 11s on this side. I'm going to secure it further by coming back through the 8 and this time down 1 11 and up 1 11 and then step back through the 8. I just need to repeat this little flower section to attach the bail to the front. Picking up 1 11, 1 8, and 11. Come back through your 8. I'm going to retrace this one time. Continue around until you're exiting the 8. Now that you're exiting the size 8, pick up one size 11 and needle through the 8 here on the right angle weave of the front. And then pick up one more 11 and come back through the 8 and retrace these beads right here. Picking up 1 11, come through the next one, step through the 8, come down your 11, and pick up one more to fill the last gap. Now I'm going to retrace this, coming through the 8 and around all these beads. I'm going to finish my thread by coming through the 8 and some of the beads along the edge until I reach this right angle weave unit. I want to exit one of these size 8s of the right angle weave, retrace this right angle weave section to help secure your thread, and really lock it into place. And then finish by coming through the 8 and a few beads past it and trimming off your tail. I hope that you really enjoyed making the Flora Medallion pendant, and as always, have a beautiful day.